Before we get started, can you please give it up one more time for Tommy and Andy? So, the first time I met Tommy, I was 6 years old, and he was wearing one of these. Needless to say, we've been friends ever since. And he put this on him for me. From there, we went to battles in the Market Street Mile, to elementary basketball, to our first championship, 4th grade West Hazelton MD Gym. Woo!
I never saw Tom in a Speedo. Tom and I both grew up on the mean streets in Nescapec. Our relationship really took off in sport. We ran track, cross country. Of course, Tom couldn't just do the track and cross country. He also had to do tennis and soccer and double up on his sports. We've run 5Ks but dressed up in spaceship costumes. We've also run them tossing a football around. And even in school, study hall, we wasted our time playing paper football. Now, the competition really got kicked off in our parents' basement. We started with pool.
Then we went to some air hockey,
We played ping pong,
foosball,
darts,
video games.
Pictionary, very heated Pictionary.
Then we got a little bit older. From there we moved to the backyard brawls, which included wiffle ball,
Horseshoes,
a little bit of bocce,
frisbee, ultimate frisbee and frisbee golf,
home run derby,
the annual turkey bowl,
a little kickball,
mini golf,
tennis,
ski trips,
basketball,
the run for the diamonds,
sand pit volleyball,
which tended to turn into some long jump competitions.
Now we move to the present day, which I call the old man games.
We have bowling,
Gambling, which I got $10. Any takers that Tom Height will be the first person to get injured on the dance floor. Any takers.
fantasy football, which I have to say, since he's been engaged to Angie, he's won the championship twice, so I don't know what's going on with that.
A little bit of golf.
And of course, the drinking games.
Tommy was always the neighbor I wanted growing up. He might be the only person I know that hates to lose more than I do. Me. He's always pushed me harder in anything besides sports. He's never changed the type of person he is. One of the things I respect most about Tommy is he lets his actions speak louder than his words, which is a great trait he learned from his family. Through good times and bad, always humble as can be, he's never talked bad about anybody, even if they talk bad about him. He just goes about his business and kicks butt in whatever he does. He's been a strength and support for me through some of my tough times. He's taught me a lot, and I'm honored to know him for as long as I have.
Anthony said it perfectly. Tom is one of the most genuine people I've known. He has a drive that is infectious and is all around one of the best friends a guy could ever have. Tom was the type of guy who would get up at 4, works 12 to 16 hours, still have time for his family, friends, and more importantly, Angie. He may fall asleep every once in a while. It doesn't take much. You'll be talking to him, and you look, he's sleeping, snoring away. Family is extremely important to Tom, and if you've ever spent time at the Heights, you can see where he gets it from. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to be a fantastic and loyal husband and a wonderful father someday.
So we tried to come up with a few characteristics or traits that have described Tommy throughout the years we've known him. The first one,
Milk.
never on time.
Loves grass.
Hates weeds.
The runners-up of the 42nd Super Bowl, Patriots.
He's played more sports than Berwick High School has ever offered.
Bob Subs.
Tom Height lives on Duncan. Oh, I think I just pulled my hand.
We've got some icy hot for you here. You might need these. You can never have enough.
So, we mentioned a lot of traits, but the one trait we haven't mentioned, which came along 5.5 years ago, is Angie. And in our books, she moves right to the top of the list. If you think about it, they really do complete each other.
Angie is tall.
Tommy, not so much. You can take those lifts out of your shoes right now.
Angie saves lives for a living.
Tommy kills weeds for me.
They both have other men in their lives. Angie has Peyton.
Tommy has Tom Brady.
Anybody who can sit and look through thousands of golf course pictures, such as
From irrigation to aerification,
zoysia to Bermuda grass,
bunkers to greens,
sand pros to triplex mowers,
and endless before and after pictures of golf projects. Never. No. So I remember the first time, one of the first times I met Angie. I don't know if you even remember this. We were at Dr. Finnis's house. We were outside. It was a summer day, all hanging out at the pool. No one was in the pool. Obviously, Tommy was late. Him and Angie get there, and Angie's still the new girl in town. So we're all just hanging out. Within 10 minutes, Angie just picked her spot. Runs full speed, cannonball, drenches Tommy and the rest of us. I knew from there she was a keeper.
I knew Angie was here to stay the day we played a breakfast tournament with Tom, my wife, and Angie. She received more greetings in the clubhouse than Tommy did. Tom spent the round giving her swing tips that she really didn't need. She listened to Tom talk about his grass, and I believe it even rained that day. Through all this, she finished the round and didn't run off. I knew Angie was in for the long run that day.
I can tell the little looks and smiles they give each other. They truly do love one another. They've been through a few tough challenges already. And what I love best is they've been there through them together as one. And has made them even closer because of it.
So let us raise our glasses. I can't think of a better way to start the new year than the celebration of union between Tom and Angie. So to a new year and new beginnings.